the loop that I've been using for forever to tow my bow up and down the tree broke last night on my way out of the stand, and sent the bow down the tree and then down a 20-foot or so embankment, bouncing all the way down. I could not find any damage on the thing except for a few leaves and things like that tucked into some of the crevices where it slid down the hill. But I thought that it was at least a 50-50 shot that it was going to blow up on me the next time that I shot it, so why not film it? But anyway, this is not what we're about here today. You guys might recognize this guy. This is my Ruger Precision rimfire rifle. We did a full video on this guy, all the crazy stuff that I did to it for fun. And I have a Midwest Industries bipod adapter here on an old janky bipod. And it is a windy day, so windy that I thought that I could not check the zero on that bow without standing behind this concrete wall here. So what we're gonna do is I've got some Agula Subsonics, and we're gonna see if we can't hit. You guys probably not gonna be able to see it, but there's a 200-yard piece of steel from here for those lazy days where I don't feel like going all the way out to the range. And we're gonna see if we can't hit that sucker with some regularity. But first we're gonna hop into this beauty right here from Primary Arms. The SLX line is Primary Arms' bread and butter in the area of magnified optics. This particular one is their 3:18 magnification first focal plane offering. The scope has a 50mm objective and a 30mm tube to ensure sufficient light pours in from the target, and the field of view is rated at over 36 to 6 feet, low to high at 100. Yes, we are working in mils here. I know, I'm American too, but the turrets and the reticle match, and that's what's really important. We will come back to the reticle in just a minute, but for now, know that it is illuminated to daytime brightness with op stops in between. Illumination is powered by a single CR2032 battery that is included. The turrets are termed their tactical configuration, which is exposed finger adjustments with press locks. Adjustment goes out to 14.5 mils for both windage and elevation and is done in 0.1 mil increments. The eye relief is adjusted near the rear of the scope, as is traditional, and is rated from 3.9 to 3.5 inches, but I had no problem mounting it on my ODS 1775, which is much longer. Parallax shares a turret with the illumination controls and has all the stops that you would expect. Okay, now to what we've all been waiting for. Primary Arms is known for pushing the envelope on optics reticles. For instance, they are responsible for the popular ACSS reticle and did not fall short here either. This is the Athena BPR. The center aiming point remains a 0.1 mil chevron, but is flanked by a differential graduated duplex composed of both lines and dots. The dots in the center section all represent incrementing 0.2 mil holds, followed by a section of 0.1 mil line graduations. Outside that bracket on the right side of the reticle is a ranging section calibrated to 18 inches and 5'10". Lastly, the bottom of the reticle opens up into a field of reference points for self-correcting dope out to 14.5 mils. The scope does come with removable spring-loaded caps, but unfortunately my rear cap did not survive to the making of this video. You can see what happened. We were running the bolt, and in the process of running the bolt back, we caught the scope cap, took it right off. Total weight of this offering comes in at just a shade under 25.5 ounces, but I have it mounted in a Midwest Industries 30mm mount for ease of use, and that bumps it up a little bit. Let's head on back to the backyard and see if we can't lob some 22. Didn't prep this, we're just gonna start out taking a guess. All right, so I saw it. And the cool thing about this reticle, just like a Horus reticle, is there's a field. So then you figure out where it landed in that field, and that is your correction. So, at least in theory, if you can shoot, which I've never claimed to be able to do. That was a hit. For anybody not familiar with the original video on this rifle, I basically set it up to run the Bowers Biddy, which is their rifle optimized tiny 22 suppressor. Alrighty guys and gals, well that just about wraps it up here for me today. I'm out of ammunition, to be honest. I shot all that I had because it was so much fun. It's been a really long time since I've shot 22 out that distance, and even longer since I've tried to lob subs that far. And I can say that I've never tried to do it in the wind like this, so that was definitely a lot of fun. I think that you guys could tell that I was being pushed around a little bit by the wind, but definitely that extra magnification allowing me to get in there and see what's going on, because I think you guys can also tell that because they're 22s and they're going at subsonic velocities, I wasn't getting a whole lot of feedback from the hillside, if you know what I mean. I might go out there and spread some play sand or something like that so we can get a little bit better look in the future, but it can absolutely be done, and I had a good time doing it. And side note, my neighbor is over there. He's about 250 yards away, and he's been working in his yard the entire time, and it's nice to be able to have a suppressor like the Biddy that I can just throw on the end of the gun, and it was pretty cost effective and quiet. He had no idea, even though he's a gun guy, he had no idea that I was out here shooting here today. So definitely cool to be able to throw it on, do that kind of lifestyle leisurely shooting that you don't have to go to a range to do if you've got a little bit of property in your backyard. Anyway, that's enough for me guys. Signing off. Hopefully we'll see you guys on a future video here at the VSO Gun Channel.